Hi, everybody. Hi. Well, full house. Couldn't ask for anything better than this. This is it, the big moment.
And now, your host for tonight's monumental event, Mr. Biff.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is a defining day in America. A defining day for people and Muppets. And today, we're going to begin redefining what democracy, freedom, and justice mean. Why? Because we all have become puppets. Puppets of the investment bankers who are undermining both the American and the world economy and our democracy. All of us are being fleeced. The reason we puppets are involved is because we have learned that over at Goldman Sachs, they call their clients Muppets. Yep, Muppets. They just don't call them names. Nothing wrong with being a Muppet. They blatantly screw them over, financially. I am here to tell you that no self-respecting Muppet, and that's me, is going to take that lying down. Or standing up. Since it's kind of hard for Muppets to stand up on our own, and neither should any person who has been treated like a puppet in this repugnant and disastrous money scheme perpetrated by bankers around the world. No, sir. We are going to make it clear to all Americans that the heart, the soul, and the power of our nation works on Main Street, not Wall Street. That our main streets are everywhere, but that Wall Street is only one street, and it leads to nowhere. It does nothing for this great country. In fact, it steals from it, from every hard-working person and Muppet. From our pockets, our retirement funds, our taxes, the people have become puppets. And we Muppets have become a pejorative, slandered and maligned by arrogant greedmongers. That is unacceptable. The good news is that the bankers on Wall Street have been exposed as the crooks they are. And in America, crooks go to jail. Well, some of them. Our message is clear. You crooks have taken enough of what is ours, and we citizens have had enough of you. We're mad as hell, and we aren't going to take it anymore. Injustice, corruption, greed must end now. We the people, yes, Muppets too, are standing up against the ugly, toxic source of the greatest corruption ever foisted on America. By Americans. That's right, by Americans. American bankers. American politicians. Aided and abetted by American media. Here in New York, in front of Madison Square Garden, we are starting an uprising. It's a new revolution, one that our founding fathers would be proud of, one that has been simmering across America and around the world for some time. This is an uprising of ordinary Joes and Josephines and Muppets, all victims of a tsunami of financial injustice. But we are not alone. There are people in high places who are also opposed to this abhorrent financial rape of our citizens. Most recently, Greg Smith, a 12-year employee of Goldman Sachs, resigned and blew the whistle on the deplorable practices of his employer. His editorial in the New York Times on March 14th ripped the veneer off of what is a vile, fraudulent system. Greg wrote that in addition to calling their clients Muppets, they talked about hunting elephants, hunting for what made the firm the most money, give a damn whether or not it was good for the Muppets. Well, I call it screwing over Muppets and the rest of America. Greg also said that the environment at Goldman Sachs was toxic and destructive, and over the years there had been a decline in moral fiber, and that many employees were morally bankrupt. He is not alone on that count. Paul Krugman, renowned economist who knows one or two things about economics and banking, has been saying for quite some time that investment banking has had no moral conscience. Now we join them and say, end this despicable system now. One of the reasons we Muppets are involved in this uprising is because at Goldman Sachs, they often referred to their Muppets clients by saying, get this, that they would rip our eyeballs out. Do you fucking believe it? These are supposedly trusted bankers, trusted with our money, our well-being, and our future. Instead, they are loathsome, arrogant, sinister, self-serving thieves. No better than Bernie Madoff, and we know where he is. These high-rolling gamblers, masquerading as erudite businessmen, have turned investment banks into casinos, and they get to operate the house. The Muppets and America get to lose. Why do they do this? Simple. To line their pockets, outfit their yachts, and wallpaper their Connecticut mansions with our money. How can they do this? Easy. Complicit politicians let them. And if that's not bad enough, these American citizens brought the strongest economy in the world and the greatest nation in the world to its financial knees. And we, the people, had to rescue our country. Unfortunately, we had to save their sorry asses because they were so big, so incestuous in our economy that we had to bail them out. Well, no more. End this now. This is the height of crony capitalism, operating at the bottom of the barrel. And Greg Smith lived it for 12 years, and then he couldn't live with himself anymore. He broke ranks. He broke the code of silence. And now he hopes that all of us will pick up the torch and find a cure for this insidious cancer among us. If Adam Smith, the father of capitalism, or Thomas Jefferson, the third president, were alive, they would throw these vile bums in the stockade. But they can't. So, the 44th president, Barack Obama, must do what is right for America. We must not let Greg Smith's mea culpa go unrewarded. He blew the whistle. We must ensure serious punishment, resignations, criminal charges, convictions, jail, and payback. Fines big enough to hurt them like they hurt us. If they are morally bankrupt, there's no reason they shouldn't be financially bankrupt too. End this despicable practice now. Thank you. Thank you. Muppets revolt. Muppets revolt.